Royal Rumble 2023 has a lot of ups and downs, but the majority of the WWE universe can agree the ups far outweighs the down. The show was too predictable to me, but still amazing. This video is not about the entire show, I just want to focus on one specific wrestler who continues to shine in the pay-per-view. Premium live event.
Now it's my turn to pick the flavor. It's my time to pick the flavor.
And you know who it is from the title and the thumbnail. Gunther, the ring general and now a true ring specialist. This man is amazing. So in WWE 2K22, a specialist is a wrestler branded as someone who can work with any type of opponent. This man is exactly that, but the developers at 2K see him as a powerhouse. I mean, what do I know? First, kudos to Triple H for his premium live event, letting wrestlers stay a long time in the match. And you know Triple H sees Rhea and Gunther as the future of the company by that. The Iron Man thing makes the match more gruesome and prestigious as we can see how much punishment they have to go through to get the opportunities at WrestleMania, showcasing possible feuds and their abilities. Rhea's victory made her into an even bigger menace. Although Gunther did not win, his Iron Man performance was still able to elevate his aura by a mile, which is crazy. He is already like this all-conquering beast who doesn't bullshit with you. We all know Cody is going to win, and some of us might not like the decision to put him at number 30, but maybe Triple H thought since everyone is waiting for Cody, he can let people anticipate and have this big payoff at the end. Plus, Cody just returned from a serious injury. I think it is better to have him wrestle less time to avoid any chances of him getting injured again. When I watched the match, every time I saw Cody doing the Cody cutter or Gunther chopped in slightly towards the injured pack, I was worried he would get injured again. So I can understand putting him at number 30. And to me, Gunther entering at number 1 still went toe-to-toe with Cody for roughly 7 to 8 minutes and looked like a big threat to Cody winning the Rumble is amazing. He continues to give up the vibe of being the best whenever he steps into the ring. Triple H knows Gunther is a specialist type wrestler. In basketball, you call Gunther a player like Andrei Kirilenko. Someone you can just plug him into any team or any situation and his all-around playstyle can instantly benefit the team and his teammates. Gunther is this type of wrestler. No matter who you paired him with, he can elevate both himself and his opponent. We've seen this with Ricochet, Shinsuke, Sheamus, Ray, and Braun. Yes, Gunther can even have a banger with Braun, making Braun look legit like a wrestler, not just some tall and big muscle guy. Of course, Braun did well in that match too, but I believe Gunther played a big role in that performance. This year's Rumble match has been the perfect tool for Triple H to exact his style of booking, story over everything. If Triple H needs to choose between good wrestling and a good story, I believe he will choose the story. And plus Gunther's versatility, he smartly put Gunther at number 1 and stayed till the end so he can basically have a face-off with every wrestler who took part in the match. Sheamus, of course being the most familiar rival, enters at number 2 to further set up their third match, which I hope will be at WrestleMania. At that time, Sheamus can either win or lose, I don't really care. Both outcomes are literally perfect. Then other wrestlers start coming in. The first new face-off is Karrion against Gunther. Not the most interesting face-off to me, but I can see there's a potential. Both are almost the same size and have the skills. Both are ruthless character as well. But at this point, I don't know what it is. Something is just off to me regarding Karrion. He is cool and all, but he still gives me the feeling of underachieving. I know he just debuted in the second half of last year, but he has been pushed so hard, always in a rivalry against big names, but he always loses. The night before the Royal Rumble, he even lost against Rey Mysterio in their first encounter by a surprise pinfall. And after facing Gunther for a while, he gets eliminated by Drew, only lasting around 5 minutes. Again, his credibility keeps losing. I know he has a history with Drew, but it is over. I don't know why Karrion is being presented as this menace who always loses when it matters. But again, if some point down the line he is to feud with Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, I would still love to see it. Again, versatility. I believe that can give us a hard-hitting match, not necessarily to a degree of facing Sheamus, but at least both can be the bruiser type match. Next is Drew against Gunther. Again, versatility. I believe Gunther can work well with Drew's fighting or bruising style too. Drew is also a big man like Gunther, another interesting matchup, especially Drew being one of the biggest babyface and Gunther is one of the top heels who runs over every opponent he faces. This has the potential to be another gruesome match where both men battle to their last breath just to prove who is better. But not sure that will happen anytime soon, with Sheamus and Drew now being a tag team. I am still waiting for a multi-man match down the line where Drew and Gunther are both involved. Next is the big one, the one most people wanted to see. Brock Lesnar against Gunther. Or Gunther against Brock, whatever. People were going crazy about this face-off. Even Gunther couldn't hold his smile when facing Brock.
Oh.
Too bad this is just a tease or fan service from Triple H. He knows people want to see it, so he made this happen. But Brock is probably going to spend some time with Bobby measuring dicks before going for Gunther. Plus Brock is going for the Intercontinental Championship is just too wild. I don't think they will do that, because Gunther will definitely win for the story's sake. The idea of Brock Lesnar holding a Midcard title is insane. Brock beats Gunther for the championship. Who the hell is supposed to take that away from Brock? You'll have to pull down the main eventers to face Brock. But no matter, the face-off happened and it's only a face-off, nothing more. They hit each other for a few seconds off camera and Brock gave him a suplex. That's it. If they go toe-to-toe, man, that will be a money match. Imagine Brock keeps getting chopped, and I trust Brock will love it as well after he adopted the ultimate farmer gimmick. You can tell he is starting to love wrestling again. He has so much fun in the ring, smiling all the time. So if the match does happen, it will be a non-stop brawl between the two warriors. And of course, the biggest face-off, Cody versus Gunther. The last two competitors in the match facing off in some of the most technical wrestling I've ever seen. This 7 to 8 minutes feels like an indie show where two talented wrestlers are legit wrestling to win the match. No story, no rivalry, no bullshit, none of that. Just pure wrestling to entertain the crowd, and it was awesome. But they are probably not going to face off anytime soon. Cody is moving on to face Roman and Gunther is still killing it as the Intercontinental Champion. There were other brief face-off during the match, like Gunther vs Seth Rollins, Gunther vs Omos, etc. But again, it all just proves that Gunther can literally work with anyone. His style of wrestling paired with his physique and skills, he is a complete package. And his title reign can continue to go on for a long time without feeling repetitive. You can have him fighting with Sheamus, to Omos, to Bobby, to Johnny Gargano, to Seth, to Brock, anyone. And when one-on-one is not interesting enough, have him face multiple men, like Gunther vs Sheamus vs Drew vs Brock, or Gunther vs Bobby vs Seth, or Gunther vs Ricochet vs Omos. No matter what situation, I am confident that Gunther's match will entertain me. I am really happy that Triple H has restored the honor to the Midcard Championships. Both the US title and IC title look like just as big of a deal as the world title. Now, if you hold a championship in WWE, you are a big deal. And I am glad both Midcard titles are being honored by different approach. The US title is the precious treasure that all the talents are fighting for. Everyone keeps battling it out to hold it. It does keep changing hands, but the wrestler pursuing the title makes it look important. The IC title, on the other hand, is just Gunther being the most dominant champion in the brand, not afraid of any competition and running through the entire rosters. No one is taking that title from him. Like the title is born to be great with him. It makes it look prestigious because the wrestler holding it is so good. So, These are just some thoughts I want to share after watching the men's Royal Rumble match. Comment down below what are your thoughts on Gunther before and after the Rumble match. Thank you for watching. See you next time.